Please stand by.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Please wait.
Stop torturing me like this. Please stand by.
Wow, okay, yeah, people are gonna hate those words, aren't they?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Hey guys, Dennis Mockin here. Thanks for hanging out. Today's reaction to another pitch meeting. This is WandaVision, so full disclosure here, I did just get done watching the entire series all in one sitting. I was originally going to watch it week by week as it was being released, but for one reason or another, I just didn't. And then it got to the point where one of my best friends was like, dude, you really need to watch this series. I was like, okay, alright, I'll watch it. Let me just figure out a time frame in which to do so. And then this video gets released, so I was like, okay, I guess I'm watching this series now, because for all of these pitch meetings, I really want to get as prepared as I possibly can. Plus, I kind of feel like binge watching series is kind of the way to go for me. Maybe it's the thing of not wanting to wait week after week for the next episode to come out. Kind of what I did for all of Mandalorian, both seasons, and I did that recently too as well for Cobra Kai. So maybe that'll be something I will continue to do in the future. I'm not entirely sure, but this should be a lot of fun. I know Ryan George is probably going to have a lot to say about this in a negative way, and there is a lot of bad to talk about it, but there's also a lot of good to say, which is something I'll bring up after he is finished. But before we get into it, though, if you haven't already, please go over and support Screen Rant and Ryan George's channel. To leave both those links along with the link to the richer video in the description. And if you enjoy what we see your day, mean award me if you give that like button some love and subscribe for more daily reactions. Without any further ado, let go.
So, you have a new Marvel project for me?
Yes, sir, I do. I figure we can make a Marvel TV show for Disney+.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking we could make a show about Wanda and Vision.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the last couple episodes of the MCU, but Vision is very dead.
I know,
Yeah.
that's going to be part of the intrigue.
Okay, so what's going on in this show anyway?
It's going to be like a 1950s black and white sitcom starring Wanda and Vision, right?
Oh, what the heck are you talking about?
And they're just going about
Oh,
their
boy.
1950s lives, you know, dinner with the boss and those kinds of classic sitcom situations.
Are you sure you've seen the MCU before? Because this isn't remotely, that doesn't
Wait
resemble
for it, though.
anything we do at all.
No, I know.
Okay, what is happening?
So then we're going to start to see
confusing.
that things get a little weird sometimes, you know? Sometimes they can't remember how they got to places. There's some weird stuff showing up.
Oh, what the heck is that about? Please tell me now.
Yeah, there's like a super weird moment with the boss. There's a beekeeper that comes out of the sewer.
Okay, okay.
What's going on? You okay?
I'm
Yeah.
not
Oh.
used to slow-moving
Oh.
intrigue, so I'm not sure what to do
Oh,
with myself.
okay,
Understandable,
sure.
sir, but this is a weekly release schedule, right? So we're gonna spread out the reveals and really make people hate the words "please stand by."
Okay, but what's with all the weird stuff, though?
Please stand by.
You don't like waiting?
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's
Oh,
also
thank
going to
God.
be this nosy neighbor character, Agnes, right? And she's a little mysterious, you know, something's going on with her.
Agnes, huh?
What are you doing?
Is she Agatha Harkness?
It's, yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, great. Got it.
That's kind of supposed to be a reveal later.
Yeah, it
Listen,
is.
if you give people some downtime, they're gonna theorize. That's just
True.
how it works.
It's true.
I'm gonna make you pay for that.
What?
Anyway, then the show starts jumping through the decades every episode, and Wanda gives birth to twins.
Oh, very weird. I don't know what to make of all this random weirdness.
And there's this woman in there, and she seems to remember who Wanda is and that Ultron killed her brother.
Oh, okay, here we go.
And so Wanda gets mad, and she sends her outside of this big magical hex dome that's going on.
And so what's that all about?
Well, it turns out that Wanda's taken over this town called Westview with this magical hex thing, and she's broadcasting it.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Sword Agency, they're keeping an eye on things, you know, watching the broadcasts.
Nice, okay, things making a bit of sense now.
Yeah.
There's this guy, Director Hayward, running the show. There's going to be Darcy from Thor there. There's Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man.
Oh, Jimmy, what's going on with Jimmy?
Oh, well, he's gotten really good at that close-up magic stuff.
Oh, I didn't even know I was rooting for that outcome, but I am intensely proud of him.
So
Okay.
am I, sir. So him and
I forgot
Darcy
about
are
that.
basically going to behave as the audience will at home, just kind of watching WandaVision, trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, okay.
And turns out that woman was a grown-up Monica Rambeau from Captain Marvel, and she keeps mentioning this aerospace engineer that she knows.
Aerospace engineer, Reed Richards, Fantastic Four.
Certainly seems like
Oh!
something like that, doesn't it?
It does. Oh, this is very
Yeah, it's very
exciting.
nice.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Uh-huh.
Big dummy.
What?
And then at the end of a
What?
certain episode, we're gonna have Pietro Maximoff show up.
Oh, but he's dead.
He is, but he's gonna come back, and I figure this time Evan Peters could play him.
But he played Quicksilver in the Fox X-Men
He
movie.
did.
That's right, sir. He did. Let that blow your mind for a minute.
Oh my God, what does this mean? What are the implications?
Right?
Is the multiverse open? Are the X-Men on their way?
Please stand by.
What?
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Please wait.
Stop torturing me like this.
Please stand by.
Wow, okay, yeah, people are gonna hate those words, aren't they?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Hey, is
Yeah.
he secretly Mephisto? Are the twins secretly Mephisto? Am I secretly Mephisto?
Maybe. So then eventually we're going to reveal that Agnes lady was actually an evil witch this whole time, and her name is Agatha Harkness.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
You did. So she's going to have this little theme song explaining that she was evil the whole time. It's going to be called Agatha All Along.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Yep.
just going to be so frickin' so good, sir. Just the catchiest song.
Oh,
It
okay,
is
you
pretty
think People
catchy.
are gonna like it. That's cool.
Oh, yes, sir. People are going to love it. It's going to be about how she was pulling all the evil strings all along.
Nice.
How she killed a dog.
Oh my God.
So then
Yeah,
Agatha's
apparently.
going to be like, okay, I would like to know how you got your power, so let's go look at all your trauma for a little bit.
Very inconsiderate.
For sure. So we're going to see her and her family back in Sokovia when she was a kid.
Okay.
And turns out she used to watch a bunch of sitcoms, and that's what inspired her griefdom of different sitcom eras.
Oh.
Her dad had all these DVDs like The Dick Van Dyke Show, Bewitched, Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle with Bryan Cranston.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston from Godzilla.
That's the one.
Yep.
Godzilla with Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor Johnson.
That's the, oh, dang.
Oh!
How does that? What is that?
Right, okay,
What?
so that's,
I never made that connection.
that's an Easter egg.
Oh, okay. I
Sure,
got a
why
ton of
not?
Questions about the implications of that Easter egg.
Oh, actually, I'm going to need you to get all the way off my
Okay,
back
all right,
about
okay,
the fact
sir.
that Marvel actors act in other things sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me get off of that thing.
All right.
Anyway,
Sorry.
so at the end of that episode, Agatha's going to be like, this is chaos magic, Wanda, and that makes you the
Scarlet Witch.
That's
Ba-da-da!
the character.
Yes!
Yeah, we're going to make people cheer for something they already knew.
Yeah, they knew, but it hadn't been said out loud.
And
No.
we're going to say it out loud.
Oh, saying things people already know out loud is
Tight.
I know.
I know you know.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay, so
we
the
all
Sword
know.
is going to manage to make this white Vision and send him inside the Hex to kill Vision.
Oh boy, so they're gonna fight.
They are gonna fight, sir. Turns out this weird conceptual show is gonna end with a big CGI battle, just like Marvel movies.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah, so they're gonna go head to head. It's gonna be very cool.
Wow, it's gonna
Yep.
be tough for Hex Vision to defeat
Wait for it,
himself.
wait for it.
Actually, it's gonna be super,
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he hits him with some philosophical questions, and so White Vision is like, huh.
Oh.
Yeah, then he gives him his memories, and White Vision is like, okay, I'm Vision now. Bye.
Wait, where
Yeah,
does
just
he go?
leaves.
Off into the MCU until we need him for something.
Okay,
Yep.
so this way we'll be able to kill Vision without killing Vision.
Exactly.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that death isn't permanent. It's just like in real life.
That's not
Totally.
accurate. Oh, also, Monica has powers now from going in and out of the Hex, and she uses them to stop Hayward from shooting the twins.
He was gonna shoot some children?
Well,
Yeah.
technically, they're not real children, but yeah, Hayward's just going to become a cartoonishly evil guy in the last episode.
Apparently.
That's going to be his thing.
Wow, yeah.
So then Wanda's going to have this big showdown with Agatha, and Agatha's going to show her that she's been a straight-up mental terrorist to the people of Westview.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
And then they're going to have this big battle with a bunch of different colored beams and a sky beam, just like the end of a Marvel movie.
Wow, 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 wow.
And Wanda's going to manage to defeat Agatha by putting these big runes on the side of the Hex, which means that only she can do magic in that area.
Oh, how did she know how to do that?
Well, Agatha mentioned
It
that
was
while
explained.
she was monologuing.
Oh, it's super helpful when villains start monologuing. Didn't
Right?
the Incredibles make fun of that?
Yeah, that movie
Yes.
did make fun of villains
Yes.
doing that. Fun
Yes.
fact, we're going to reference The Incredibles a couple of times.
But we're still gonna do the thing it was making fun of.
Exactly. So
Yep.
then Wanda gives herself some new clothes and then traps Agatha in her own mind as a nosy neighbor forever, which I'm sure is a fate worse than death.
Absolutely, that's deeply horrifying.
It
and
is.
It gets worse the more you think about it.
It
Oh,
sure
yeah.
does, sir. And then Wanda's going to have to say goodbye to her twins, but probably not for long, and to Vision, but probably not for long.
Very sad, but probably not for
Yeah,
long.
And then
no.
as Wanda's walking out of Westview, all the citizens are giving her dirty looks, and Monica's going to be like, they have no idea what you sacrificed for them.
She mentally tortured them for an extended period of time and probably scarred them for life.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she had to say goodbye to her imaginary
Oh,
friends, so
yeah,
it
sure.
balances out.
Eh,
Just-
okay.
And so, yeah, that's about it. What do you think?
Well, wait, what about Evan Peters as Quicksilver? What was that all about?
Oh, yeah, it turns out he was just a guy named Boner.
His last name.
Boner?
Ralph Boner, yeah.
Yeah.
That whole thing was a setup for a Boner joke.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
teach people to theorize.
Well, what about Mephisto or Reed Richards?
No.
Does Doctor Strange have a cameo? He must have sensed all this going on.
No.
Oh, a
No.
very painful fart noise.
Yeah, so
Yep.
then we're going to vaguely tease some upcoming projects, and we're out.
Oh, wow,
Yep.
okay.
Oh, and by the way, I thought it might be fun to release that Agatha All Along song online. People are really going to like that.
I mean, if people really
Oh, yeah?
respond to it, we can release it, I guess. But people aren't going to freak out over a song where a witch kills a dog.
Oh. Alright, so apparently it happened. Marvel officially releases WandaVision's Agatha All Along song. Following WandaVision's big Agatha Harkness's twist at the end of breaking the fourth wall, Marvel officially releases Agatha All Along. Apparently it was big deal, big song. I think that was just a couple of weeks ago where that episode came out and that song became a huge deal. I don't know. I mean, it was catchy. It seemed fine, but I don't know. I guess people will eat up anything Marvel. So the few things that I really enjoyed about this series, one of the first big criticisms that the show had was people didn't really like that slow burn, right? Didn't really like that sort of storytelling where not really a lot happens within the first few episodes. Because each episode was about half-hour long, your average length of a regular sitcom show, which I kind of figured was the point. But what I really enjoyed about the slow burn storytelling was that there was like little pieces, little nuggets to where like if you really pay attention to the story, you're rewarded with it later in future episodes. Like if you notice like what's going on with the radio when they're trying to contact her from outside of the city, you're like thinking, what's going on there? And then in future episodes, you see them actually doing that. And then later on, you get to see, like, okay, because in the first couple episodes, it was a sitcom taking place in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And you're like, wait a minute. That feels familiar. That feels like shows that I've seen before. And then it shows with that flashback with her looking into her past, with watching all of the shows with her family, seeing like, oh, the 50s was the Dick Van Dyke Show. Oh, the next day, it was like the 60s or 70s, was the Brady Bunch. And then it showed Malcolm in the Middle. And I think the last one was probably Modern Family, but obviously they didn't exactly have access to a Modern Family in that time. And it was just something that, like, if you really paid attention and you were looking for different things and you just let the story play out, you were rewarded with pretty great storytelling, lots of different Easter eggs in there, like when the character who was playing her brother was in there, and they were like walking around throughout Halloween, and then she just sort of says the words "kick-ass." Of course, you know, him and the actual other guy who plays Quicksilver both played characters in Kick-Ass, which I felt was a pretty cool callback. And along with many other Easter eggs, which is, if you pay attention, they're all there, and it's just so good. Granted, I wasn't really a big fan of her character because she was like mentally torturing all these people just because she was going through all this grief or whatever. And I'm actually glad that she didn't try at the very end to fix anything, right? Because that's kind of this cliche to where the hero will sort of try to appeal to the people, try to be like, hey, this is why I did it. I'm so sorry. But at the end of the day, it wasn't really going to matter because they weren't going to forgive her anyway. So, like, why even bother planning anything at this point? Or explaining why at this point? And, of course, you had, like, the mid-credit scene and then the ending credit scene, possibly spanning more things. We got to see Scarlet Witch in her actual new outfit, which I really love because it's a more modern take to what the original Scarlet Witch costume looked like, which we did see during that Halloween episode. Another nice little Easter egg there. So that will about do it for me here. Overall, I thought the show was good, but obviously the whole mental torture thing, I wasn't really a huge fan of that. But, I guess considering she's the hero, sorry about that. I guess she's sort of excused by it. We'll have to wait and see just how her story progresses throughout the MCU. But before we go, though, I would like to give a huge shout out to all of my $5 and up supporters on Patreon. Marvin Espinoza, Cruising, and Wolverine310. Thank you guys so much. And with that being said, comment down below, what did you think about WandaVision? Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Also, if you want to see past reactions I've done to other pitch meetings, got a nice playlist right over there full of videos for you. Share this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, ring notification bell because I put up new videos every single day. And I'll see you guys next time.